Welcome back to the crossover. Now, follow me as me and my assistant Maya go to look into the mysterious murder of the alchemist. Done by magic.
I'm an honorary lawyer, excuse you.
An honorary lawyer. Do you know nearly as much as your sister did about law?
I mean, remember, Jovah, at this point, defining Maya as a spirit medium for this game is kind of irrelevant.
Shoot, I guess honorary lawyer
So what
is
else
the best
am I
title we
supposed
can
to
give
be?
her.
I thought you two were working at the bakery. Are you goofing off?
No, we just took up another job.
Do you even have a job?
Got him there.
Why
Yeah.
don't you-
I'm a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
is
don't
he
need-
supposed to be a child?
Yeah, petty twat.
Oh, hey, it's
Like
the
a
old...
teenager. Can't he have like a paper route or something? Actually, we thought we'd give up baking and try our hands at something else.
Is that so? Sounds like a good idea. Your bread that tastes a little unusual anyway.
Hey,
Oh, God,
what's
don't
that
let me hear you.
supposed to mean?
What? You mean our bread wasn't delicious?
Yeah, that's strange. I mean, we used so much butter and needed that dough so hard, and honestly, we had a lot of people actually liking the bread. Are you just a contrarian?
Just my opinion, Maureen. I prefer my bread a little more fluffy and light.
How many of them were saying that just to be polite, though, Phoenix?
Nah, this
Aren't
kid's
we
a
feeling
contrarian.
cynical?
Oh, really? So just how fluffy and light are we talking here?
We are still talking about bread,
oh,
right?
Oh, fluffy in general.
Well, maybe about as fluffy and light as in this puzzle.
Ah, damn it! It was a puzzle trap. I should have known.
Damn it.
Alright, let's solve it. Puzzle 20. Cloud Maze 2. We're 50 picarettes. Navigate Maya through the clouds and help her find Phoenix. Jumping into holes in the clouds will drop Maya down to the level below. Likewise, jumping onto fluffy clouds will send her flying up to the level above. Essentially, this is the sequel to the puzzle where you have to navigate Luke finding the professor in a cloud maze. God must have
Alright.
been...
There's a metaphor here, but I can't quite place it.
You know, God must have been feeling very bored when he made this.
In this particular area, yeah, and this is when you can tell this is from Team Layton's part, because again, much like what I did with Nino Kuni 2, yeah, they apply the chibi versions of the characters in for these puzzles.
I assume, even with the Ace Attorney side, they would have had this be chibi given the nature of the first puzzle, but yeah, no, the Layton design probably made this still. You know, okay.
Well, we know that Team Layton was the one that made the actual puzzles, because well, that's what they do. So
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if the Ace Attorney team really had any say with any of the puzzles. I assumed it was just the Layton team doing those.
well, I'm assuming probably what happened was Takumi was still oversee like intended, but probably Takumi would just let Team Layton do what they do best. Basically.
Given Takumi was mainly just a story writer, I could see him maybe coming up with the scenarios that lead up to puzzles,
no.
but I assume that, the Layton
He's the
team
scenario
still
director.
did the things, because...
Well,
okay,
no, he's a scenario director, Jovah, but remember what we know now thanks to development history. Like, pretty much allowed Takumi to just take over because according to him, he wanted this game to feel like a true Shu Takumi game, so he just allowed Takumi to just take the reins.
although from
so-
what we've seen also, it was still a joint effort, and Hino and Takumi
obviously,
calling the
but-
shots on certain things here and there too.
Maya the
Well,
Magnificent strikes again.
obviously Hino still had his input, of course, but knowing Hino,
Not
he
too shabby
probably
if I do
just
say so
allowed Takumi
myself.
to.
Ahem. Alright then. Great!
Wow, impressive work. I really didn't expect you to solve that.
Actually, I thought the same thing too.
Actually, Phoenix, it was Maya that solved it, not you.
That's why I said I thought the same thing too.
Okay. So what are you out of work bakers doing hanging around here anyway?
And that implies that we're actually out of a job.
We're investigating an incident involving the alchemist.
Just a murder. Do you know anything about it, kid?
Kinda deal with these every day.
Surely the Knights of the Inquisition are the ones you should ask. They could tell you a lot more than I can.
We already checked with
Pretty
them.
rude.
And yeah, they tend to be rude.
Nobody expects the Labyrinthine Inquisition.
You might be right about that. Except again, we already checked with them.
Even so, it's a right shame someone like him could get murdered.
Ah, right, save, because we got Phoenix right here.
Yes.
Very funny.
I often went to him himself to get medicine. He was always friendly and understanding. It makes you wonder.
Seems like Sir Belduke was a good man, at least from what we've heard so far.
So who would want to murder him?
I just hope they manage to solve this case soon.
That might be up to us to handle.
Alright then.
Let's go! So, this is Sir Belduke's residence.
Wait.
It definitely looks like an alchemist's house. I've never seen plants like these before.
No offense, but what do you know?
So, what do we do now?
Go back home.
I guess we knock on the door, Phoenix?
Just because the owner's deceased, we can't exactly go barging
And
in.
Maya's probably already inside.
Yeah, like, she's waving from the window. But you've noticed just how well kept his yard is?
Clearly, it's his ghost handling the garden.
Sure.
Oh, so this is actually...
Looks like someone's still living here.
So this is actually a spin-off of Ace Attorney series, Phoenix's Mansion.
Someone has definitely been doing the upkeep around here. That's for sure. Hey! Who's that over there? Wait, hold on. What the heck is this coin doing here?
We're just gonna climb the roof to get to some coins.
Yep.
Why did you come up with some random
Because this weird guy in a top hat told me to do all this weird stuff to look for these coins for some reason.
I was hoping you'd fall down the chimney. I mean, I hoped you got the coin.
What do you think I am, Santa Claus?
By a reindeer.
Oh my god.
Is this an English person thing? Leaving money everywhere?
Sorry, could you repeat that, Siri?
Is this an English person thing? Leaving money everywhere?
Well, I mean, yeah, the things, we just leave them lying around.
Even in its, like, very hard to reach areas?
Yeah, they somehow find a way to get it.
Yeah, that Phoenix strictly free money around.
Again, sure. That's why in that season 4 episode, Peter Griffin is making that movie Mel Gibson, where Mel Gibson is a brave warrior trying to free England from the English.
Valid, honestly valid.
Was that pre or post Mel turning out to be
Free.
Free, this is an old episode.
free?
My sincerest apologies. I'm afraid medicaments are no longer being provided here.
Get another pusher.
Why not? Because the owner's dead, you.
Huh? Did you not come here for medicaments of some kind? We're here to investigate the incident. The one involving Sir Belduke.
Phoenix wants that dank kush.
Forgive me if I'm mistaken, but... You do not look like members of the Knights of the Inquisition.
It's a work in progress for a new branch.
Yes! We are the one successful defensive branch! I'm Phoenix Wright, attorney at law.
Here to introduce you to our mascot, the Blue Badger.
And you? I'm guessing you live here?
That's the evil that will rain down on Labyrinthia.
Indeed. My name is Jean Greyearl. I was butler to the late Master Belduke.
So, do you have psychic powers, just to know?
I'm not that kind of butler.
Wow, a butler. This must be my first time meeting a real one.
Yeah,
I tried to freak you, but
Wait, I was gonna say, is it?
Well,
Luke
remember...
had me once dressed like one.
Okay, to be fair, Luke at me was a detective, though,
I know,
instead.
but he was dressed like that. Well, to be fair, you're right. I will freak in the meantime.
Has it got something to do with the Great Witch Bazella? I know some might think Shelley to kill her,
Also-
but he was a fake butler who was really an
Not to
assassin.
mention, Maya did
Yeah.
not meet him with this butler persona.
Well, actually, she technically did while he was holding her captive at the place, but yeah.
God damn.
The Great Witch Bazella? Am I right in supposing that you are defending a Spella Cantabella?
For some reason.
Well, actually, yes. Yes, we are. So you know Espella, do you? That goes without saying. Everyone around here knows her.
Do you think you can help us? We're here looking for leads.
Well,
have a
given
dog-
that
have a
my
doggy
employer
lead. Good
is
day.
dead, I suppose I didn't really have much else better to do. While he was alive, the Master taught me the value of investigating the truth that covers the natural world. As an alchemist should.
The answer was nod. Good day.
Don't perform human transmutations, those tend to go bad.
If you two are investigating the truth, then it will be against his teachings for me to refuse you. So, would you both like to come in? We can discuss the matter further inside. Yes, this is Jean.
Or...
That
No,
would be
go
great.
ahead, Joe.
Thank you, Mr. Greyearl. Yes, this is Jean Greyearl, who was quite possibly my favorite original character introduced in the crossover. Oh, he is a delight.
You know, since Ribs already mentioned it, if you are looking for dog leads and then dogs, there are other experiments you could...
Sherry, we're not doing this.
Ryukun?
No!
What is this room? This is the room that Master Belduke kindly provided as my accommodation.
It's so small.
So, is this the room where the incident took place? That would be the Master Study. It is the room right next door. Unless you're talking about the incident with the dog. What dog? Never mind. However,
Exactly.
the
what
state
dog?
of the room has been carefully preserved since the incident 3 months ago. So it's as if the
Again,
crime happened
dog.
yesterday. As such, entry into the room is not currently permitted. Oh, well, shoot.
That will be.
I mean, we could ask the owner.
Really? Bummer.
Yeah, that's kind of how we investigate. Is that by the order of the Knights of the Inquisition, by any chance?
No, it's
Yes, and as I have lived with Master since an early age... Pity that, I know. They also decided it would only be fitting for me to stay on and keep the place in order. So, in a way, I still have my butler duties.
So you've been looking after the place ever since Belduke passed away?
Yep, I smile through the pain of it all. Hide the pain, Jean. Hide the pain. Yes, that's correct.
yes, it is.
Sorry, we're thinking about it.
Now then, is there anything further you wish to discuss?
Yeah, like what was with that weird pause just then?
Just absorbed in the moment, that's all.
So, do you mind if we take your late master's coins? Thank you.
Oh, sure, he won't need those anymore.
Are you not a puzzle person?
Nope, not really.
Yeah.
A puzzle killed my family.
Let's be glad Layton is not in the room. Can you imagine someone who says, "I'm not interested in puzzles"? You're like,
What the fuck did you just fucking say to me?
Well, yeah, that would be the equivalent of what the Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0 movie does. Like, you guys should leave me alone because I don't like playing card games.
yeah.
And then Joy's like, my man, a kid who doesn't like playing card games, his parents must be ashamed.
Oh, you're talking
I
about
know.
abridged.
Oh no, I thought they were talking about season 0.
That's the thing.
He's
Joe,
talking
like,
about
even
the
though-
Season 0 movie abridged by Little
Yeah,
Karibo.
I didn't know they abridged that too.
I am Jovah, but let's think about it. It's not like Little Cribble's version is too different from the original. It pretty much kind of boils down to that.
Okay, admittedly, the difference is that in the original Season 0 movie, the kid initially did like dueling, but then as soon as he gets the ultimate Red Eyes Black Dragon card, suddenly now he's unbeatable, so he can't enjoy dueling anymore.
Yeah, of course. It's not like the Dark Magician is more powerful than the fucking Red Eyes Black Dragon. Like,
Nah, Season 0 was still that weird bout where they were really hyping the heck out of, let's be honest, relatively weak cards, for lore's sake. Anyway, I can tell you about one thing though. Namely, what occurred before the incident.
I remember it like it was a flashback.
Before the incident? And what's this about a flashback? Allow me. Yes, it was 3 months ago. Around the time that Master Beltic was murdered.
We were on our way back from collecting specimens for research, and it was already into the small hours of the morning. There was a thunderstorm on the way, and as the storm drew nearer, we quickly made our way home.
Oh. That's Philippa Alexander voicing
Jean
Greyearl.
Greyearl. I feel like I've heard that name before.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. And then suddenly the tower appeared in literally a plume of flames.
She voiced Kate in Mirror's Edge.
Huh, another Capcom bout.
That's EA, Jovah.
Anyone
Yeah,
would
the
be
A.
surprised at what we saw, but Master Belduke, well.
Oh, right,
how
yeah,
can
no,
we-
that was Remember Me I was thinking of.
He
Yeah.
reacted in a most peculiar way. Unlike
Oh.
others who saw it, he seemed unsettled, as if he was truly afraid of something.
Oh. That is ominous. Hey, by the way, Dwib, she was also
After the
Ramariz in
bell tower
Thunderbirds Are
appeared,
Go.
He changed completely.
Okay.
Master Belduke became a different man.
Ooh.
He got possessed by Mianga? What are you implying?
Something really did change. Well, wait a second! Did you say a bell tower appeared?
Yeah, that happened. By the way, what wants coffee?
I wouldn't mind actually. Hey, that explains it. That must be
The border weapon? Where are you going with Maya?
That
what
would
High
be-
Inquisitor Darklaw meant when she mentioned an incident involving the bell tower.
the bell tower being a murder weapon. That would be a
It
new
fell on
one.
someone.
To this day, I do not know what the master was so afraid of.
That would be the ultimate mimic. It's like a door to a building, but the building crumbles on you.
Do you
Maybe he
think-
was afraid of a tower seemingly appearing literally out of nowhere.
Do you think it was connected in some way to his death?
I think it must have been magic. I mean, for a bell tower to just appear
Oh
like
no,
that.
Maya, it's contagious.
Well, we are in a magic-ridden world. Mr. Greyearl, do you mind if we have a look around?
Scientists are such downers.
I know that the Inquisitors have already carried out a full investigation, but they haven't done it with the right touch. There must be a clue or two with some kind of connection to the Great Witch. Well, I suppose... When you put it like that... Providing I am allowed to accompany you, of course. There is sensitive equipment everywhere, and it is my responsibility to take care of it and make sure that nobody accidentally mixes anything with this like the Elric brothers did. I understand. We'll be careful.
Who are the Elric brothers?
Oh, no one of circumstance you need know of.
I wonder how the professor and Luke are doing with their visit to the storyteller.
I wonder... Yeah, I've been wondering about that too. A chance to meet Labyrinthia's creator. I bet if we think hard enough, the scene might even shift to them. Let's just hope they don't upset the guy and have some terrible plot twist written about them.
Oh god, oh god.
You know what? Phoenix has a good idea here. Here, let me see what I can come up with.
Ugh.
And then Phoenix, Wright, and Maya were accused of the murder of Newton Belduke and were found guilty immediately.
No, hold on. It's usually Maya that gets accused of the murder, and then I come in to save her.
No, it's Phoenix as well this time.
Yeah, that's true. We've never aside from the prologue of Game 3, we've yet to see a more proper elaborate thing where Phoenix is the one. That would have been nice to have Phoenix on the as a defendant again.
We did actually have that in Turnabout Sisters, and we had that happen a third time in Apollo Justice, where he was the defendant for that.
Oh yeah. Oh god, sorry.
Oh, new mystery.
I'm sorry, Joe. I tend to block that game from my memory, so you have to understand.
Anyway, according to Greyearl, Sir Belduke's butler, the Bell Tower, appeared mysteriously after lightning struck one evening. For some reason, Sir Belduke became seriously agitated upon its appearance.
The bell tower in the town square is under continuous guard. Wait, the death of the alchemist?
Professor, how do you even know about this revelation when you weren't around to hear it?
I planted the bug in your...
Yeah, sure, why not? This is my life now.
Always has been.
Hey, you've always wondered how people can read your minds. Your brain's bugged.
The Great Witch Butler will be tried in court. You know, it's funny you forgot that case, Pedro, because ironically, that is considered by pretty much everyone who plays Apollo Justice to be the best case of that game.
It's not just unlike that game in general. That would be Labyrinth's final chapter, a fitting end for a town ruled by witches and their magic. Also, kid, it's called a witch's court. What do you think we do in there?
Am I to believe that this final chapter has already begun?
You're in the middle of it.
Professor.
Yes, I'm literally writing this as we're going through it. That is correct. And there is no way you can possibly change its final outcome because I have creative reign.
Hey, Tio, a Japanese-made game about going up against God and challenging fate.
Never saw that before.
Never change.
The Japanese love that thing. They love it.
All that's missing now is a belt.
Fire Emblem even did that. I wonder about that.
Oh, feeling daring today, are we, Layton?
You see, I gave my word to a young lady. I promised that without fail, I would be able to rescue her, and no man with a shitty beard can tell me otherwise.
It's more like a goatee.
It's still shit anyway. If I'm not mistaken, the Great Witch Trial will begin in 2 weeks' time. The same day on which you will hold your next parade. Don't tell me you're gonna shift the bloody dates. I believe I should give us sufficient time to show you what the hell am I saying. Of course it's gonna shift the date now.
Layton, take it from me, Phoenix Wright, never announce your plan in front of the bad guy.
Such a smug countenance. I find it intolerable.
Because...
I'm an idiot. I beg your pardon.
Well, gee, he's only
You know,
God.
the people just accept me being superior to them. Like,
2 weeks from now, you say. Huh, I'm afraid that information is out of date. Or should there are others?
It's
literally
just been
updating
updated.
The story as we
Ah,
Professor, for being smart, you sure are an idiot.
I mean, really,
Date? What do you mean?
you see, Layton, you didn't count on me doing some last-minute rewrites. My parade will be held the day after tomorrow, according to the amended story that I just amended.
Well, shoot! Aren't we up the creek without a paddle?
Don't
What?
piss me off anymore. Right, that there's a hole right beneath you.
The day after tomorrow? That's not fair!
Wait
That's
till you're a moron.
Now that's the kind of countenance I want from the characters in my story.
No, seriously, Professor, why did you announce we were going to do that right in front of him?
I don't know. Blame Takumi.
What? I mean, I guess to be fair, this isn't too different from what we usually do. It's just that normally we're not confronting God.
That's what I do. Didn't you know? I decide the fate of characters who have no knowledge of their future.
Okay. I'll admit that is an amazing power move he just did. Oh, you thought you had 2 weeks? Nope, you've only got 2 days.
Well, maybe he wouldn't have done it if Layton had opened his mouth.
It would appear that you are not yet fully aware of the gravity of the situation.
All right then.
Let me see now.
Uh-oh.
Actually, you know what? I'll have it yesterday. So
Just
yeah.
for fun. You know what? Just for fun, I'll write you a little story. A story full of surprises and a few tears.
Oh no, it's a story being written by Takumi and Hino. That means a flood of
does it involve
tears.
murdering another cat?
I shall enjoy seeing the emotions of the characters as they play their parts.
To the death.
Dance, puppets, dance!
Seriously, this guy is just so unapologetically dickish as he plays God. I love it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
A story? For us?
Yeah, but I'm not, yes, but
Now sit down, Layton, it's story time. Stories are a fixture of this town. You would be wise to embrace them.
yes, but I'm not going to tell you the story. I'm like a certain blabbermouth over there. Now get out.
Actually, he's gonna give us something of a preview.
We shall have a witch, some witchcraft, and perhaps a little death.
Oh my, now we're
There you
talking.
go. Oh, there you go, see, Shira, this is Hino writing a story. There you go.
You can't.
Remember, I'm pretty sure the storyteller was fashioned a bit after Hino, at the very least with that hairdo.
And Hino said, "Now where is Eve?"
This is a golden opportunity to use the alchemist's residence.
Wait a
In fact,
minute.
How about this? Your comrade meets with death by golden curse in the alchemist's residence.
Wait,
Yes.
your comrade? But I'm his comrade!
You see, I watched Goldfinger on the telly last night, and it was pretty fun. I want to do something like that. Yeah, this could be a truly interesting story.
No way!
I can't believe this.
Feel free to act as you wish when playing your role in the story.
Go ahead, try and change it.
Self-insert, motherfuckers.
How can you?
'Cause I'm good.
Okay, let's see the story.
Let's see. The beginning of a new tragedy or farce.
Again, story of my life over here.
The victim of a golden curse lies in the dwelling of a user of false alchemy. The fiend.
Oh boy.
A man from afar falls to a golden curse, and a woman from afar cries out in grief. Oh, so it is Goldfinger. Okay.
Well, actually, if it was Goldfinger, the woman from afar would be the one covered in gold.
Well, but she still screamed, though. The woman is captured. A dark trial begins. The fiery pit will cleanse all her sins. Again, like in Hunchback. And he shall smite the wicked and plunge them into the fiery pit.
Also, something fruit color
A
bad.
man from afar falls to a golden curse, and a woman from afar cries out in grief. This must be referring to Maya and Mr. Wright.
It could be, it could not be. I don't know. I'm not
If
spoiling.
we don't do something, Mr. Wright and Miss Faye will be in danger.
Oh god,
That's what you get for
imagine.
coming here and criticizing my writing skills, Layton.
Except now your
Let's
friends
not
have to
leave.
suffer.
Let's go and find them.
There's no
Let
time
us-
to waste.
Let this be a lesson to everybody at Labyrinthia to never criticize my writing skills. The story has already been written. So, sorry, no more rewrites. And no matter what you do, you will not change the result.
Okay, storyteller, you said that 55 times throughout this game so far. Can you come up with something original?
Well, to be fair, he has backed his point up pretty well so far.
Yes, but can you at least phrase it differently, man? What we do next phrase, and that includes your formulaic storytelling.
I just love hearing myself talk. I'm sure that's what you want to believe. In fact,
Your writing is garbage,
A
sir.
naive outburst like that could be a poignant plot point. Be my guest, Layton.
Again, he's literally challenging Layton right there.
Your words may help to raise the tension and bring a little excitement to my story.
Basically,
Wouldn't you say, Layton?
Dan's
What,
act
implying,
is...
is that implying your story isn't exciting?
You monster!
Luke, now to help Mr. Wright and Maya.
True. Not to mention, you can't beat me. I'm God.
Okay, let's go, Professor. Better hurry.
A friend's
A friend's
death
death.
added to items.
Damn. Okay.
So yeah, Phoenix and Maya may be in trouble.
Professor, do you hear a flapping sound coming this way?
The sound of a large bird, perhaps.
You see, Shiroi, since you keep bringing this up, you see, the reason, this pretty much shows you what Ino's mindset is, Shiroi. The reason we put so much death in his stories is because it raises tension and gives excitement to the story.
Oh,
There you go,
that's
see?
the owl we saw in the audience room.
Its whole self. Not to mention watching us intently, as I know we can
Also,
see.
Owls do not produce sound with their wings. It's
that-
actually a tactic that they use for
He looks
hunting.
That looks like Kapora Gebora had an offspring. If you doesn't know, Kapora Gebora is the owl from the Zelda series.
Perhaps he wants to tell us something.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Dun, 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 dun,
What can we do for you?
Or rather, Kapora.
How rude!
Never mind, we'll use Kapora Gebora scene. Dun, 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 dun,
I've
dun,
got it,
dun,
Professor.
dun, 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 dun.
Feel
I
impressive.
told you to
eh?
piss off, didn't he?
Hoot, that's the owl, says the letter was delivered to the storyteller 3 months ago.
That's the thing too. In the compilation, fans have changed it so that you can just mash through those bits. So
To the storyteller. If that's so, then we very well can't keep. We can't very well keep it. I mean, the storyteller is a dick, but he must get his letters. After all, it's wrong to read letters addressed to someone else, even if they're really suspicious.
Professor,
Well-
just because he's a dick doesn't mean we should compromise our gentlemanly principles.
That's what
Yeah,
the
also
owl
it's
said.
illegal, so
But he also said there's absolutely nothing written on the sheets of parchment inside the envelope.
and you believed him?
Why would the owl lie to me? Look, Professor, see, they're totally blank.
A letter with nothing written. Look, I told you not to look at. Whatever. That is indeed most curious.
And another thing, Professor. The owl
Storyteller
says
was not-
this letter was sent by the alchemist.
Well,
But he died. What's that, my boy? Written by the.
Or maybe
Find out.
his ghost.
No.
I mean, aren't we technically working with a spirit medium?
No. Do you remember what storyteller wrote in that story you had a moment ago?
I mean, I know we're not legally allowed to mention that she's a spirit medium, but she is still a spirit medium.
Well, not legally allowed, and I thought it was a stupid plot point anyway. It's a deus ex machina, so that things can get out of situations without having to think about them.
But he often doesn't use
Listen, the
that.
golden course lies in the dwelling of a user of false alchemy. That was literally the first case he used after his mentor died.
But he doesn't
Alright,
use it often.
Which probably
Anyway,
means the place at which this incident will occur.
Luke, I think the professor needs his meds. Give it to him.
alright then, here you go.
These are Tic Tacs.
They should help you all the same. Anyway, it's the home of the one who sent this letter. In other words, at the alchemist's house. Right, Professor?
It appears the address of the sender, Sir Belduke, is written on the envelope.
You know, that's exactly it, Lives. I'm gonna crit my own headcanon of your headcanon. Dick Layton is always off his meds because Luke forgets to give him his meds that calm him down.
Which means we're better make our way there immediately. But let's waste time staring at an owl.
Thanks, Mr. Hoot.
Luke, this is no time to...
Hey, sure, maybe we should give Dick Layton the same pills we gave to Butthead.
Anyway, blame letter added to items.
What do you think?
Those things can mess you up. I don't know.
The address on the envelope is whatever.
That's a little far from here, Professor. We might not make it in time. I think we'd better run.
Luke, my boy, we have the need for speed to rent a steed.
I think you're right, Professor. That would be far quicker than running.
What are you gonna pay them with? Picarets?
Head coins.
There you
Oh,
go.
I guess we just got them.
Quickly! Lose.
Hey, easy boy. Oh, this horse is certainly spirited.
Okay, see, we were talking about this. Jovah. This definitely is a Hino plot point because remember why we also did this in Miracle Mask, where Emmy somehow has horses for Luke and Layton to use. So that thing with the horses, that was definitely a Hino thing right there.
There was apparently supposed to be another additional action scene with the horses, which would have involved Phoenix riding, but more on that later. For
So
now,
yeah, enjoy this next time where we're pretty sure Layton will be on his meds.
and yeah, let's
Hopefully.
see if we can avert the fate that the storyteller has placed for us.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, see ya.
See you then.
Yeah.